Hello, I have a wonderful book to read today, but before we get started, I have a question. Do you love to perform? Or, like me, you're a little bit shy on stage? Well, whether you love performing at concerts or musicals or singing in choirs, or you're a little bit nervous when you're performing, you're going to love this book, The Nonsense Show. Welcome, friends! Don't be slow. Step right up to The Nonsense Show. I'm too wet, said the bird. I can't fly. It's absurd. I'm too dry. How I wish I could swim, said the fish. Now, are you finding all this a bit nonsense? Well, the bird is in the water, the fish is in the bird cage, the bird can't fly, and the fish can't swim. I think this is all nonsense. Do you? Ouch! Who's that in my pouch? Well, what usually is in a kangaroo's pouch is a little joey. But I can't see a joey. I can see a little boy that looks a little bit more like a baby rather than a joey. And what do we have here? I'm seeking my tail. Can you see where it's gone? Hissed snake number 1. What a coincidence! Mine's missing too. Hissed snake number 2. Well, we can see that the snakes are connected and they're both missing their tails. This is nonsense, but I have to keep reading because I want to find out or know what happens next. Do you? I am supposed to catch you, meowed the cat. Yes, squeaked the mouse. Of course that's true. But you must know we're in a nonsense show. So normally the cat is what chases the mouse, but in this case it's the mouse chasing the cat. This is all nonsense. Now, what do we have here? We've got a taxi with 2 passengers, but no wheels. Instead, the 2 men are walking. The taxi? Oh dear, look here. It says, no gas? Alas, no gas? Don't worry, we're not in a hurry. Well, why would this taxi need gas? It's running on legs. Nonsense. What a funny looking ball, thought the tennis ace, and wound up with apple sauce in her face. Now, this tennis ace is trying to play tennis with an apple. No wonder she had applesauce in her face. One sheep, two sheep, three sheep, four. And after that, how many more? Coal. Okay. Now, this big boxer has been toppled over by a little boxer. Do you find that strange? Is it topsy-turvy? Back to front, upside down, around the other way? Get out of my house, said the dog. But where can I go? Barked the man. For all that I care, you can fly to the moon, but go soon. And that's why we've now got a man in the moon, believe it or not. And again, it's all nonsense to me. A man barking and a dog talking, and the dog telling the man to get out of his little doghouse. Upsy downsy, nice and straight, smile a mile. Bravo! That's great. And again, we have the two winners standing upside down on the podium. Who's that I see? It can't be me. I'll tell you who it looks like. You! And again, we can see the man in the mirror has the yellow, red polka dot bow tie, but does the man in the mirror look like the man staring at the mirror? I don't know about you, but I'm finding all this a little bit nonsense. But I'm enjoying reading the book, so I need to find out what happens in the end. Let's trade hats, the rider said. But nay, nay, said the horse. Let's trade heads instead. Okay. And so they did, of course. So rather than trading hats, the man has the horse's head and the horse has the man's head. Hurry up, said Bottom. Wait for me, said Top. But they couldn't agree, so they never did stop. Now, do you think this is a little bit ridiculous that the man is running and the bottom of the man is running, but they're not running together as one man? They're running separately as two things, one top and one bottom. Because this is not really a man because it only has a top. And this is not really a man either because that only has a bottom. This is all nonsense, but I have to keep going. Could a leopard change his spot to a tiger's stripe? Probably not. Would a tiger wish to swap his stripe for a leopard's spot? Certainly not. So we have, I don't know what it is. Is it a tiger? Is it a leopard? It's got spots. It's got stripes. It's all nonsense. Why is Mr. up, up? Why is Mrs. down, down? It's not a mistake. It's just how they eat cake. Have you ever seen a man eating cake upside down? It's nonsense to me. This yellow rubber duck I found has feet for walking on the ground. But don't you think that this duck ought to get webbed feet to swim in the water? I think so, because this is nonsense. I have never seen a duck with human feet because a duck needs webbed feet. And that is the end of the story. Now, we have so many words here, so I'm going to read a few. Odd, Tommy rot, fiddle faddle, ridiculous, bizarre, weird, gibberish, hokum, funny, hogwash, gobbled gook, waddle, foolish, puzzling, rubbish, surreal, poppycock. Now, I really enjoyed this book, but everything in the book was topsy-turvy, back to front, upside down, and ridiculous. But after all, this was the nonsense show.